Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of This Week in Comics. My name's Pete, I'm here in Comic Connections in Banbury, Oxfordshire's longest running comic shop, and we are going to run down some of the best comics coming out this week, as in tomorrow, yes that's right, on Wednesday. Around a year ago, DC came to an agreement with Walmart, a big chain of supermarkets in the States, to release some exclusive comics with them. Now what these are is they are 100-page giants, so they feature a lot of content that has been reprinted, but also 12 pages of brand new stories. Now this got the UK in uproar because there's no way you can get those books other than importing them from America for very high prices, which is what I do because I'm stupid, but you don't have to be stupid. What you can do is buy these handy reprinted editions. The first of which, Superman Up in the Sky, is out this week. This features the first 3 parts, I do believe, of Tom King's work on Superman. So yeah, they've got some great creators on these books. Tom King and Andy Kubert doing art on Superman Up in the Sky. As I say, I've been importing these from America, from the Walmart stores, and I can tell you now it's very good. Superman is out this week. You've also got on the horizon Batman by Brian Michael Bendis. That one's going to fly off the shelves before. You've also got some Teen Titans, Wonder Woman, Justice League. There's a few books coming out and they're being reprinted in normal comic book format. So if you're upset that you didn't get those books over here, they are being collected for you in these handy comic sized volumes. So check it out. Marvel have been doing a big title-wide crossover these past few weeks called War of the Realms. I'm sure you've been reading it, and one of the characters to spin out from that is a brand new character called Arrow, and she has got her own book this week. If you are a fan of things a little bit anime, a little bit manga, then Arrow might be for you. The art style is very Japanese, so like I say, if you're into your mangas, this is definitely one worth checking out. But it's always good to have a brand new character on the shelf, and even better to have a brand new female character. So Arrow issue 1. Out this week. If you've enjoyed War of the Realms, check this one out. From one #1 issue with a female character to another. This is a 12-issue maxi series from DC featuring my favourite reporter and yours. It's Lois Lane, issue 1 by the awesomely talented Greg Rucka. This was rumoured for quite a while. Finally, a couple of months ago, we had confirmation it was coming out, and it has arrived. We've got a lovely variant cover here. We've also got the standard cover on the shelf. Lois Lane, you know who she is. She's superstar reporter of the Daily Planet. She's married to Superman. She's got her own 12-issue maxi series. This is kind of spinning out the events that are happening in Event Leviathan. So if you're a fan of Lois Lane, if you're a fan of Event Horizon, Leviathan, sorry, not Event Horizon, that's a film. If you're a fan of that, buy this as well. Who knows, there might be a bit of crossover. I doubt it, but you never know. But I'm obviously going to buy this one. Those who know me know I'm a huge Superman fan. Been looking forward to this for a while. Greg Rucka, excellent writer. I think he's going to do some good street level reporting hijinks with everyone's favourite reporter, Lois Lane. Postal has been a very popular title from Image and their imprint Wildstorm in the past, and it's back with another new #1 this week, Postal Deliverance issue 1. So if in the past you've enjoyed all the Postal stuff, it is back, and it's going to be as violent as ever, I am sure. That's what you kind of read Postal for. Yep, looking through it, there's some fighting going on, there's people getting punched, there's people with guns, there's people with motorbikes. I won't ruin any more for you, but yeah, not for the faint of heart. For you younger readers, don't read Postal, but if you like something a little bit bloodthirsty, a little bit violent, a little bit Postal Deliverance issue 1 is for you. The Fantastic Four had a bit of a hiatus from Marvel due to the fact they didn't have the movie rights, and because Marvel are petty like that, they decided not to do anything with the characters. Funnily enough, when they got the rights to the characters back, Marvel started producing a Fantastic Four book again, which has been doing very well. So well, in fact, there's another Fantastic Four book out this week with issue 1, Fantastic Four, The Prodigal Son, written by Peter David. This takes all place in the Savage Land, so expect to see the Fantastic Four teaming up with Kazar. Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family, one of the most popular families in comic books. Good to have them back on the shelves, and good to see them getting extra titles alongside their current ongoing one. And you can't go wrong with Peter David. No matter what he writes, he's generally pretty darn good. And this looks good, the art's lovely. The first family of Marvel are back together. They're teaming up with Kazar, they're taking on dinosaurs and all that sort of fun stuff. Check it. I think we'll keep on with the #1 train. There's a lot of good issue 1s out this week, so always good if you're looking to start a new collection or start a new run. This is a week for that. And another one is Space Bandits from Mark Millar, part of that Netflix imprint. He sold his Millerverse creations to Netflix, and another new #1 has come out of that. So it's Space Bandits. It is, as it sounds, a group of bandits in space. There's a few different variant covers. This looks very cool. Mark Millar, he is always good. He's done some great work on sort of cool characters like Superman in the past, but he's also very, very good on his own books. So a brand new #1 from Mark Millar. Because it's part of this Netflix imprint, if it does well, it will no doubt get a series on the popular streaming service. So yeah, if you want to try something new, if you want to maybe take a punt on investing on a book that might be worth a lot of money in the future because it gets a Netflix show, that's often how these things work. Space Bandits might not be a bad place to start. Give it a go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Speaking of TV, we're going away from the 2019 streaming services and back to the 70s. Before that sort of thing existed, but what did exist were the Charlie's Angels and the Bionic Woman, and they are teaming up in another brand new issue 1 this week. So yeah, if you're a fan of 70s TV shows, if you're a fan of Charlie's Angels and the Bionic Woman, they are teaming up, or even going against each other, because it's Charlie's Angels versus the Bionic Woman. There's a new Charlie's Angels movie coming out soon, so if you're a bit excited about that and you want to get your Charlie's Angels fix in before you go to the cinema, not a bad way to do it. Some of the best heroines from the 70s are here in comic book form for you. Another great team up. We've got a lot of great team ups going on at the moment, and in store we've got a whole wall dedicated to team ups from throughout the years, from Marvel characters teaming up with DC characters, Image characters teaming up with other characters from other publishers. We've got them all. There's a whole wall devoted to them. So if you like your crazy team ups, plenty more in store. Pop in and see what we've got. Speaking of movies, there is a Joker movie coming out at the end of the year, and I know you all know who the Joker is. You don't need any help finding out, but if you are excited and you want to read some Joker stuff before you see the film, not a bad book to grab, by Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermejo. This is the team that has just completed work on Batman Damned. They've also done an excellent Lex Luthor series that probably came out longer ago than I want to admit. But great team, great stories, great art, and a great character. I know everyone loves the Joker, and this is finally out in trade paperback form. It's been out in hardcover. They've re-released it in a trade form, so it's a little bit cheaper, and it's now part of DC's Black Label, as we know and love. So what you're getting with DC Black Label is something a bit grim, a bit gritty, a bit more adult. So if you've got younger readers who want to read some Joker stories, probably not the best place to go. But if you are older and more mature, get this in your collection today. And now, back by popular demand, it is Toy of the Week, and it is David Bowie from Labyrinth. And that brings us to the end of another video. So a #1 heavy week this week, better than having a #2 heavy week, because that will cause you problems. So yeah, lots of great stuff, lots of new books for you to try. Pop on your standing order if you come into Comic Connections, which is where I am right now, and get any of these titles on regular standing order with us. Not only do you get them reserved so you don't miss an issue, you save a whopping 20% off cover price, so that is pretty good deals. Loads of stuff in store, loads of back issues, loads of toys, loads of statues, you name it, we've got it. Pop in, support your local comic shop, whether that is us or anywhere else in the country or around the world. Any comic shop deserves your support, except Forbidden Planet. Don't support them. I'll be back next week with more from This Week in Comics, aka Peach Week in Comics. Ciao for now.